Hi guys, so it's Olivia here from Olivia's Catastrophe and I'm here to give you a book haul. Now this is going to be my first book haul since the summer holiday. I took a bit of a break in the summer, you probably noticed, because my videos didn't come out because I was busy travelling and also getting lots of books. I can't believe the amount of books I've gotten this holiday and also a little bit before the holidays. And I'm going to tell you that next month's book haul is probably going to be just as big because after I made this video, well no, just before I made this video, I got a couple more books, but I decided I'm going to hold off on that until my next video. So are you ready? Because I'm ready. And this is going to be a long video, but be ready for it. So there's a lot of books and there's also a bit of an unboxing because I've got some things that are still wrapped up that I haven't opened yet, which I waited for you guys to do that with. And I've also got some stories behind these books. I'm just going to throw them at you. So let's get started with the unboxing. So this month I got a book for review here, and I also did a bit of book depository shopping. So let's start with this one. I'm refraining from showing you the whole thing because it's still got my address on it. And I don't think there's a neat way to open this, so let's just rip into it. Ooh la la. So this book is The Night of All Evil by J.M. Shawnee, and this is a gothic horror book, and it's about a group of people who are evil and they've got some powers going on, and there's this one girl, Freya, who is out there to stop them. That's what I've gathered from reading the back just now. Oh, and she used to be part of the circle and now she's turned away from the circle. So they want her back, but she's out there to stop them. So that's what this one is about, and I'm going to be reading this one for review. I think I got it for a review from the author. So thank you, Shawnee, for this one. Looking forward to it. When I was shopping at the book depository, I actually had a choice between 3 books, and I only bought 2. So I know what 3 books I almost chose, but I'm not sure which of the 2 I actually chose in the end, because I've just waited this long to open it. So let us open you now, find out what is inside. Oh wow, this book is small. Oh my gosh, yes. Nobody cares about information like that. Anyway, I'm so happy because everything with the book depository comes with a bookmark. It's almost as if they know I'm going to need a bookmark to read. Which all readers do, but it's so cute. I got another one for my bookmark collection. And there's always a suggestion book on the back. This one is Franny and Zoe by J.D. Salinger. Okay, we're not here to talk about bookmarks. The book that I've got here is The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I think I pronounced that right. Now, I'm not entirely sure what The Scarlet Letter is about. It's red, like scarlet. Get it? I watched the movie Easy A, which stars Emma Stone, and it's kind of a funny movie. It's absolutely hilarious. Because I love all of Emma Stone's stuff, I absolutely loved that movie. But after seeing that movie, I knew that I wanted to read The Scarlet Letter for myself. It's one that I actually haven't read in school yet, and it's a classic, and it's also tied into the movie quite a bit. She keeps referring to the Scarlet Letter in the movie, and I just wanted to know what she was talking about in the movie. And this book is smaller than I imagined it would be when I ordered it, but it is cool. Whoa, there are a lot of words on one page. This is like the school classic. I feel like such a schoolgirl right now. The final parcel. Oh my gosh, yes. Why am I opening all this stuff and going yes? I'm so happy. This book is one I've been wanting to read again for a while. It's The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and it's by Mark Haddon. So in school we have 2 classes that are my year, A and B, but they're both my year. And in my half of the year we read The Outsiders and by S.E. Hinton, and in the other half of the year they read this one, and I wanted to read this one. I mean, I'm glad I read The Outsiders, but I really wanted to read this one as well, so now I've got it and I can actually read it. It's a murder mystery kind of story, but the detective is a 15-year-old boy who has Asperger's syndrome. So I like reading about mental or physical disability, so it sounded right up my street. And you know, a murder mystery is always a good one to me, as well as a classic. And I've got a best friend who absolutely loves this book so much, so I thought, why should I just not try it myself? And then I bought it. Okay, so the next book is one that I received for review, but I just had to open it without you guys because I was so interested. Kitty Hawk and the Curse of the Yukon Gold by Ian Reading, or Reading, I'm not sure. And whoa, this has a letter to me inside it. And this is a adventure mystery series. Kitty Hawk is this adventurer. She goes around on adventures, and there is a mystery in this one. A crossing between Amelia Earhart, you know, Nancy Drew and Pippi Longstocking all rolled into one, so her character just sounded interesting to me. And I was one of those children who never was into Pippi Longstocking or Nancy Drew, so I thought, let me catch up on my childhood by just squashing them into a brand new book and trying that one out. So I'm really happy to be able to read this one for review, and maybe I'll review it on the video as well. I'll see about that. The next 3 books were all giveaway wins, and I'm actually pretty happy about that because I don't usually win a lot of physical copies of books for giveaways, but I won these ones. The first one I'm really excited about. It's called The Feud by Grant Harbison, and this one is about culture and gangs. If you know me, you know that I love culture. I went to China last year simply because I love culture so much. So culture already ticked like 50% of all my boxes. And then there's gangs, and I think gangs are so interesting because they're like family, and family is important to me, but then they're kind of like, they're like chosen family. So it's about gangs and culture. I just had to have it. Also about religious intolerance. So what happens in this one is that this group of people move from Scotland to South Africa, and there are 2 young men who are finding it difficult to adjust to the new life there. And by chance, Jimmy and Liam from different cultures meet, and they get a strong hate for each other. Jimmy discovers that Liam was part of the gang that was responsible for his brother's death. If that's a good reason for hate, that is a good reason for hate. So there's that feud going on in this book, and it just sounds like it's going to be so interesting. And actually, when I won this one a giveaway, it came with something that was pretty awesome. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that something, but it's so cool. I'm going to show it to you. With this brooch. Now, I don't really wear brooches, but this is so cool. I'm going to have to find an occasion where I can wear this. And just look at that. Awesome. I also won Vostok by Steve Alton. I know that this is a mystery kind of book, and it's set in a super cold place, and there's lots of action going on in it, but I actually don't know any more about this book, and I don't want to find out, because this is actually a sequel to another book which I have not read and I do not own, but seeing as I won this one, I am just going to have to buy it and read it simply because I won this one. And actually, this is pretty cool because when I won it, I didn't think it was going to be a hardcover, but it is a hardcover. I love taking hardcovers out of their covers, but just look at that beauty. And I won this one on the Fiction Zeal blog. I read Fiction Zeal every single time there's a new post. I'm subscribed to that blog by email. It's not a video blog, it's a written blog, and I'll leave a link to it below because it is awesome. You should check it out. And Diane, who is the blogger there, is just so awesome. And I actually won The Liar by Nora Roberts from her blog. I have been trying to read more mysteries. I think you can see that in this collection of books that I've gotten this summer. But I've been trying to read more mysteries. I've heard that Nora Roberts is one of the most famous mystery writers out there because her books are just supposed to be off the hook. This will be my first one that I'm going to try. It's a hardcover. If I take the cover off, you can see how beautiful it is, but I'm not going to do that because of timing. And this one just promises to be such a good book, and I cannot wait to read it. You guys, I have to reveal something to you now. So this happened at the beginning of June, I think. If I'm correct, I think. Me and my friends went to a book festival. I live in the Netherlands, so sometimes it can be pretty hard to find English books that are of a cheap price and decent quality. If you know me, you know that I don't actually buy that many books. I only buy books if there's bargain, or I've got a gift card and it was a present from somebody else, or I want it in a giveaway. So, or I got them for review. So, I was going to this book festival and I thought to myself, ugh, I'll get 1 or 2 books. That didn't happen. Do you know why it didn't happen? It's simply because of this. The books there were so cheap. The books only cost about €3 each. €3 for a book is nothing. The approximate book should cost, if it's a paperback, about €12. And if it's a hardcover, it should cost about, I don't know, €20 it could cost. So €3 for a book was awfully cheap, and all my friends picked up like 1 or 2 books, and I just sat there with 7 books in my basket. Actually, I had something like 20. Okay, I had 20 books that I was going to buy, but I looked at myself and I thought, Olivia, this is ridiculous. Well, actually, I didn't think that. My friends were looking at me like, Olivia, you are absolutely ridiculous. And I thought, right, I gotta cut down on the amount of books I'm gonna buy here. So I got 7. And I'm going to share them with you right now. I think I went a bit classic crazy. Like this month, it's just been classics. Like The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, The Scarlet Letter, and some of these 7 books that I'm about to show you. I am not feeling any regret for buying these because they were such a good price, and I know I'm going to enjoy them a lot, and they'll keep me busy for quite a while. But the books I already own will keep me busy for quite a while anyway. So the first one is The Ninth Judgment by James Patterson. I've seen a lot of things about James Patterson's writing being amazing absolutely everywhere, so I thought I am going to try a book by him. So this one is about a psychotic serial killer who's going around and targeting the people that nobody wants to see die, which is women, mothers and children. They are the first ones to die, and he's going around and killing all of these people, and Lindsay and her friends have decided that they are going to stop this guy. But before they can even start finding hints, piece together enough evidence for one case, something happens which puts Lindsay's, the main character's, life on the line. So there's the whole murder, mystery, action, thriller thing going on in this book, and I couldn't wait to try it. I really can't. And the book is Full Dark and No Stars by Stephen King. I think I told you in my last book haul that I got another Stephen King book. I've just been buying his books lately simply because I read On Writing and I loved it. I read it in one day basically, and because of that I've just been going around and getting all the Stephen King books I can. This is the second one I've got, called Full Dark No Stars, and it follows 3 different people, and it's about what pushes someone over the line enough to want to commit a crime. So there's this cozy writing author who is planning a brutal murder, and there is somebody who gets a chance to cure him from his illness if he imposes a crime on somebody else. And there's also Darcy Anderson, who discovers a box which contains her husband's secrets, and she finds out that her husband is not who she thought he was. So that sounds like a dark read. I can't wait. This one is a big book. You can't actually see the title here, but it is called Dominion, and it's by C.J. Sansom. Now, C.J. Sansom has also written a murder mystery series, which is set in England during the Henry VIII period. I've read all of the books in that series apart from the last one. Now, let me tell you, each and every one of his books are about 600 pages long, so having read all 6 books of the series and not the last one makes me sad. I couldn't find the last one at this sale, otherwise I would have gotten it, but I got this one instead, which is Dominion. I don't think you can see, this is a huge book. Just like all the rest of his books, it is huge. Set in London in 1952, and 12 years have passed since Churchill has lost his position. I can't really tell you much about this one except lots of things are happening post-World War II. It has quite a lot of subplots going through it, and I think I can just tell you more about this one after I've read it, so I'll just leave that till then. The book I got was Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I picked this one up at the book sale because I read a book called Byronic by Sandy Beth Jones. I read that one in ebook form and I posted a review on my written blog, so of course below you are going to find a link to that review. And because I read that one, which was based and had lots of quotes on books by Mary Shelley, I knew that I wanted to read one of the books by Mary Shelley. And of course I realised that she was the author of Frankenstein, which is pretty famous and it's a classic that I haven't read, so I thought I'm going to read this one. Frankenstein originated from gathering in the woods, and they were telling scary stories at midnight, and Mary Shelley told Frankenstein, and after that she thought, good idea, I'm going to make a book, and she turned it into this horror novel, so I'm looking forward to reading this classic. This is a big book, and it's Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, and okay, I've seen that there's a movie out of this book. I haven't watched too many of Keira Knightley's movies, so I thought I am going to get this book and read it and then watch the movie. it's pretty big. It's actually really big. It's big enough to have over 800 pages, so this is going to probably be a summer read, but it just sounds like an amazing story. It addresses like society at all levels, the poor level, the rich level, middle class. It really runs through all of these, and Anna Karenina is supposed to be one of the most loved women in literature of all time. She's supposed to be one of those characters. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one shows life's joys, sadness, and represents a society so well. So can't wait to read. Talking about big books, I don't even know what I was thinking when I picked this one up, but at the same time I picked up War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I don't know how this guy had so much time on his hands. He has written such long novels. This one has a cast of over 500 characters. Say what? Say what? Like, I don't even know. And I don't even know. My copy has about 950 pages, but this is a copy with, oh my gosh, look at this. Look how many words are on one page. It's not even normal. I don't know when I'm going to find the time to read this. It'll probably take me over a year, but I'm going to read this. I think I bought it just because I want to be able to say that I've actually read this novel, but it does sound like an interesting story. War and peace are both things that interest me because I want to know more about it. So I'm going to read this one at one point. I'm going to. Last but not least, I have my beautiful, 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 beautiful The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I read Treasure Island by this author and I didn't really like that book, but I thought I should try this one because it sounds interesting. One character can morph into another one and it's just so cool. And I know there's a movie about this, so I'm going to watch that one as well when I'm done. So I can't wait to try this book. And look, it's got silver, my pages are silver tipped. And it's got like the cloth kind of bookmark sticking out the end here. And that just makes me love it. And it's not like a hardcover, it's kind of like, it's just kind of awesome. There's no other way to describe this book. So I can't wait to read it, and it's also got some really nice illustrations, if you can see here. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. Ow, I just hit myself in the face with this book. So I really can't wait to read this one. Ooh. And that is my last book I've got to show you. I think I showed you a lot of books here. 14 books. I got 14 books this month. 14 books. I don't even read 14 books a month. I read like 10. I have a problem. So, I'll be back next month with another book haul, but I should be back next week with another video for you guys. I'm sorry that this one was so long, but I hope it was still fun for you to see all the books that I've got. And I will see you next week with another video. Goodbye! Called actually, forget what I just said. And I'm just gonna hit you in the face. I'm gonna hit you with 3 books. Why do I keep saying hit today? So here got, whoa, that makes them look like they're on fire. The Night of All Evil by, okay. I read fiction heroines by Leo Tolstoy. Because one character can by Grant Harbison. Okay, sorry. By Grant Harbison. Books. Okay.